What's up, people? I'm back again with you guys talking some boxing, and we're going to talk about Anthony Yarde versus Sergey Kovalev. Now, Anthony Yarde and his trainer are talking a good talk, but I am not convinced yet that they can beat Sergey Kovalev. Not convinced. Even though their attitude is fantastic, their mindset seems to be great, I still think that there are levels to the sport of boxing. Now, they can prove me wrong, and that's okay. But as far as I'm concerned, I need to be convinced, which means I favor Sergey Kovalev to win this fight. But I would say that I would be very happy if Anthony Yarde could prove me wrong, going in Sergey Kovalev's backyard to face Sergey Kovalev. I mean, that alone shows a lot. I mean, when Tyson Fury went into basically Vladimir Klitschko's backyard, because Vladimir Klitschko basically has his home base is in Germany, and beat Vladimir Klitschko, I was quite impressed. So it's not past Anthony Yarde to do something like that. It's just that there's levels to the sport of boxing, and I just don't think that he has gone through the right necessary levels to prepare him to face a Sergey Kovalev. That's just my opinion. You know, Andre Ward said the same thing. Is Sergey Kovalev beatable? Yes, obviously he is. But I just think that Anthony Yarde hasn't had those fights to set him up for a Sergey Kovalev fight. That's just my opinion. I could be 100% wrong with this, but that's what I think. But I like his confidence. I like his mindset. I like his attitude. And we're going to see. I can't 100% say that he will not win against Sergey Kovalev. The case may be that he does win against Sergey Kovalev. But what I can tell you guys is that as far as I'm concerned, I am not convinced yet. I'll have to actually see it. I'm not Anthony Yarde, so Anthony Yarde could absolutely prove me 100% to be wrong, and that would be great. You know, I'll be happy if he proves me wrong. Okay, but me personally, I think he needs to be. You know, in boxing, you learn by fighting the fights and fighting at different levels. You know, when Floyd faced Gennaro Hernandez, he faced Tony Pep first. You know, there was like a level step up first before he faced Gennaro Hernandez. You know, where is Anthony Yarde's Tony Pep? Where is Anthony Yarde's preparatory fight? I didn't see it, but that doesn't mean that he won't beat Sergey Kovalev. All right, he's already shown us, one, he's willing to go into Sergey Kovalev's backyard to fight him, which means he's got a lot of confidence, which means his trainer has a lot of confidence, which means they see something, how they could beat Sergey Kovalev. I'm not saying that that's not the case. My thing is, right, that I am not convinced of that, okay? Because you can see things in a fighter, and you can even, I know that, you know, Anthony Yarde is sharpening up his game. Like you say, he's not really looking at Sergey Kovalev like that or whatever. But I'm just saying that for me, because I don't know much, I don't have a lot of details. Anthony Yarde and his trainer, they have a lot of details. I pick Sergey Kovalev as the favorite in this fight. All right? Anthony Yarde will have to convince me otherwise, and that's just how I roll. Okay? If he beats Sergey Kovalev, great. Because Sergey Kovalev, in my opinion, of all the light heavyweight champions, he's the weakest of them, in my opinion. Even though he's got all this experience and he's faced so many good fighters. And, of course, Sergey Kovalev is deadly on the outside, you know, and he has a way of trying to maintain range against a fighter, so he will try and maintain distance. All of these things we know. Now, the thing is, Anthony Yarde has been working on his craft. But as far as I'm concerned, I haven't seen him tested against anyone remotely on Sergey Kovalev's level and remotely in the vicinity of a Sergey Kovalev in some way, shape, or form. So that's why I'm not convinced. But that doesn't mean that he won't pull off the win. All right? So that's my thing. I favor Sergey Kovalev over the weekend to beat Anthony Yarde, even though you could see the confidence in Anthony Yarde. You can see the confidence in his trainer. I just think that Sergey Kovalev has experienced a number of levels in the sport of boxing that he would be able to get by Anthony Yarde. All right, and Anthony Yarde is looking for a stoppage as well. That means he must know what he's talking about if he's trying to go and get a stoppage. I don't know if he'll get a stoppage. You know, there are levels to the sport of boxing, so we'll see. He and his trainer think they can stop Sergey Kovalev. We'll see. You know, we'll see. All right, guys. What do you think? Who do you pick in Sergey Kovalev versus Anthony Yarde to win? Leave your comments in the comment section below. You can check out my Venmo. I'm going to try and put it in the description below so that you guys can donate to my channel. Alright? You guys have a good one.